Hail the Barbarian Horde! I'm Joe, here from my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
And we're back, baby! Yep. Hope you know, and hope you realize we're back with one of our standard videos, Shadow in the Moonlight. Okay. This requires a Sailor Moon vid, because this sounds like something like Sailor Moon. Anyways, I'll prep a proper intro video next week, or something. Anyways, the story starts off with Shah Amurath chasing a woman called Olivia. Now, Amurath is Shah of Turan, a kingdom of Hyrcania. And the thing is, a stranger happens upon him. Stranger, by the way, is Conan. Conan and Olivia decide to ditch because Conan just committed regicide and decides, yeah, I don't really feel like suffering the consequences of my own actions. I kid here, actually. It's more, knocked him off. Whatever. You want to get in the boat and, ride off into the sunset? Yeah, okay. And they row and row. Yeah, I know. Actually, it's a little amusing. But Olivia ends up apparently suffering from a weird belief about barbarians. One that civilized men have told her, and she's believed for a long time. And this is why we really don't need a Department of Education. I'm joking. No. Like, I really got to stop with these jokes. But the thing is, she believes that barbarians sell their own children into slavery. Now, what's interesting is that there's a video game, Valkyrie Profile Leneth, that would later flirt with the idea of a small village, i.e. the medieval equivalent of a city, which would sell its daughters into slavery. One of them being Platina, who is the past life of Leneth Valkyrie. So what's so interesting here is that this line, this little bit, was noticed by a Japanese developer at Enix and was later used for a video game. So, cool. But Olivia is yelled at by Conan, who's really not impressed by this idea and is insulted. And arguably, it'd probably be more civilized people who would sell their kids. Barbarians would be more likely to just want to, survive off the land. Now, that being said, it depends on the type of barbarian. There's nuance to everything in life. They also happen upon a parrot when they get to another area, so an island. And they find a great green stone on page 216 of the Black Book edition, which is pretty interesting stuff. And let me just find the exact section. Let me just find it. Now it's a greenish stone which lies at the foot of a tree, and it looks like the wood had splintered on impact. So this was a stone that was lobbed via catapult, which is pretty interesting stuff, as it means there's been a battle in this area some time ago. And Conan immediately takes notice of that and kind of goes, that's not natural. And immediately assumes that death lies in, the woodlands. And there's good reason to think that. But they happen upon statues, which actually look pretty terrifying and are they look realistic. There's an uncanny realism to them. And many of them have lifelike features, and, as Conan puts it, intolerant looks in their eyes. So they're very, very racist. Somebody should cancel them. I'm just saying. Cancel those statues. They'll never work this town again. Wait. They're statues. Well, no need to cancel them. Job's already done. And that's the end of the show, guys. Sorry, I couldn't resist these jokes. I gotta stop. But the statues honestly do sound pretty terrifying. Yeah, we were just discussing that. Like, Dan was going, whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
And, of course, we have later, Olivia, 2 pages later, I should say, sees a sail on the horizon, which the fact that she could see it on the distant horizon shows how good her eyes are. I wonder if we should make the comparison between Olivia's eyes and maybe Legolas's from Lord of the Rings. I wonder if that would be an apt comparison. But anyways, Conan, of course, decides, well, nothing we can really do about it right now, but prepare and let's get some sleep before they get here. Like, we do need sleep at some point. So that's where we get to the interesting section on 220, where we get a scene where Conan prepares for her a bed full of tender branches, and they are well leafed. And the thing is, I say bed, but it's more like a couch or a sofa for her. And she discovers it to be very, very comfortable, sort of. But she has the impression she's sleeping in a serpent's lair. And Conan tries to reassure her, saying, "Sleep, girl. My slumber is light as a wolf's. Nothing can enter this hall without awakening me." And she ends up finding that, well, she starts wondering about this barbarian and how he had protected her. And she can see that he has a kinship to the wild, because he compared himself to a wolf. She's now mentally comparing him to one. And remarking that there's something wild that burns in his smoldering eyes. And yet he had not harmed her. He had brought no harm to her, and her worst oppressor in the world had been someone that we could only call civilized. And then she falls asleep, as she's basically dreaming of Conan touching her. Because of course that's what she dreams about. All women dream about that. I'm joking.
Without exception.
Yeah, without whether they even know about Conan or not. They all dream of Conan. That's our red pill for the day. I hope you don't mind our lighter tone here. And honestly, this is one of the longer chapters of Howard. It's a really good one. And it's action-packed. So I can't wait to release the next video in a few days. So I guess we'll just stop here and say, don't forget to smash that like and that subscribe button, and to check us out on Substack and check our book out, Crown of Blood, and to take care.